So you did it. You found the house, your offer got accepted, and the seller said yes. It's such an incredible feeling, right? But then, almost immediately, that excitement can turn into this big, looming question mark. Okay, now what? Suddenly you're in what's called the closing process. And let's be honest, it can feel like you've been thrown into the final boss level of a video game, but you skipped all the instructions. Well, don't worry. In this explainer, we're going to give you the cheat codes. All right, let's get right into it. That time between the yes from the seller and the moment you actually get the keys in your hand, it's a lot. It's just filled with all this jargon, really tight deadlines, and so many moving parts. And you know what? It is totally 100% normal to feel a little overwhelmed. Our goal here is to basically take that confusing maze and turn it into a super clear, straight path right to your front door. So, that big question, your offer was accepted, now what? That is exactly what we're here to tackle. Because this moment, right now, is when the real work kicks into high gear. And here's the good news. It's not just on you. There's actually a whole team of people working behind the scenes to make this happen. So let's break it down and start with exactly who's in your corner. Yeah, that's the first thing you really need to know. You are not going through this alone. Getting to the closing table successfully is a team sport. Think of your real estate agent as kind of like the captain or the coordinator, making sure everyone's talking to each other and everything's moving along. So let's meet the key players on your team.
Okay, so you've got this whole crew. It's kind of like a well-oiled machine, and each part is crucial. You've got your lender, who's busy getting that final official yes on your loan. Then there's your attorney, handling all the legal paperwork, the really important stuff. You've got the home inspector, who's basically like a detective for the house, making sure there are no hidden surprises. And right in the middle of it all is your agent, making sure all these people, plus the seller's agent, are all in sync and hitting their deadlines. Every single one of them plays a huge role in protecting you and your investment.
So while your team is doing all that stuff behind the scenes, the ball is in your court for a few really, really important things. There are 3 tasks that you, the buyer, need to jump on right away. I mean, like immediately. This is your personal to-do list to make sure we keep this train on the tracks and moving full speed ahead. All right, let's get specific. These are your top 3 priorities, and you've got to move fast. Number 1, order your home inspection. This is your absolute best chance to find out if there are any major issues with the house before you own it. Super important. Number 2, get your lender whatever they need. They're in the home stretch, so if they email you asking for one last pay stub or bank statement, don't wait. Get it to them right away, because that can literally hold up everything. And third, start shopping for homeowners insurance. Seriously, your lender will not give you the money for the house until you prove it's insured. So getting a head start on this is a game changer. So what's the big rush with all this? Well, it's simple. Your contract is all about deadlines. There's a reason the source material really hammers this point home. Time is limited. If you miss a deadline, say for the inspection or for getting your final loan approval, the seller could actually have a legal way to walk away from the deal. So being quick here isn't just about being on top of things. It's literally about protecting your chance to buy this house. Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk about the money side of things. You're going to start hearing a word thrown around a lot, and that word is escrow. Now, I know it sounds super official and maybe a little intimidating, but I promise, the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. It's all about making sure the money is handled safely for everybody. The easiest way to think about an escrow account is just like a secure lockbox. A neutral third party, someone who doesn't work for you or the seller, holds on to all the important money. This includes things like your earnest money deposit at the beginning and later on funds for your property taxes and homeowners insurance. It's a system designed to protect everyone. The money stays safe in that box and only comes out when it's supposed to, once all the rules of the agreement have been followed. It's a huge safety net. So, how does this affect your wallet every month? Well, here's the key tip. If you have an escrow account for taxes and insurance, your monthly mortgage payment isn't just for the mortgage. A piece of that payment is actually being put into that escrow lockbox every single month. Then, when your big property tax bill or homeowner's insurance bill is due once a year, the money is already there to pay for it. It's honestly a super convenient way to handle those huge once-a-year bills without having to save up for them separately. And one more really important thing to know about this. Your property taxes can go up or down. Your insurance costs can change. So, about once a year, your lender will look at those costs and might have to adjust the escrow part of your monthly payment to make sure there's enough in the account. When you see your mortgage payment change slightly, don't freak out. It's a totally normal, standard part of being a homeowner. It just means they're making sure those big bills are covered. So, let's just take a step back and look at where we are. We started with that, oh my gosh, what do I do now feeling, right? But look at you now. You know you've got a team in your corner. You have a crystal clear 3-step action plan of what to do immediately, and you can even decode some of that tricky financial language like escrow. You've basically got all the key pieces to the puzzle now, so you can walk into this final step feeling confident. Look, at the end of the day, the closing process isn't some big scary mystery. It's really just a checklist of clear, manageable steps. And because you now get your role, your team's role, and how the money works, you've totally shifted from being a confused passenger to being in the driver's seat of this whole thing. You are now an informed, empowered homebuyer, and you are absolutely ready to close this deal. So once you get those keys, the only big question left is, where's the couch going to go?